Good day to you all. I am Ganisha Athaudage, an MBA student from University Canada West. Today I am going to present a few information and communication technology trends in businesses across the globe, and we will be discussing their suitability to businesses based on the business size. This is the content of my presentation. Today I am going to discuss about 5 main ICT trends which is commonly used in global businesses. So I'm starting with the artificial intelligence, AI, and then we will be discussing about the 3D printing, Internet of Things, IoT, and also we will be discussing about the cloud computing and then the metaverse or the digital twins. Last but not least, I'm gonna recommend some technologies to businesses based on their sizes. Let me start with the introduction. As you all know, ICT has become a crucial aspect in all our lives. According to market research forecast, the global digital transformation market size will reach $1,548.9 billion by 2027, with the annual compound growth rate of 21.2%. Considering the global ICT spending with the real GDP, there's an increasing upward trend in total spending over the time. As per the research, in developed countries, 78.3% of its population are using ICT, and only 32.4% of developing country population are also ICT users. These values increases every year. That technologies such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things, blockchain, 5G, 3D printing, augmented reality, virtual reality, cloud computing, and digital twin technologies have increasingly contributed to this exponential growth across the globe. With this emerging trend, businesses face a lot of new challenges, and therefore the policies and governance framework also updated accordingly. Firstly, let me discuss about the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence are systems or machines that follow human intelligence when performing tasks, and they can iteratively improve themselves on the basis of information that they collect. For example, chatbots. Chatbots use AI to quickly classify customer problems and provide more relevant answers to what the customers are raised. Machine learning and deep learning are two major components of AI. Let me explain about the machine learning first. Machine learning refers to the discipline which may follow human knowledge and behavior in decision making by detecting the patterns and trends to iteratively improve the decision making process. So, what is deep learning? Deep learning is neural networks, the algorithms inspired by human brain, learning from large amounts of data. These deep learning algorithms perform tasks repeatedly, and they gradually improve the outcome through deep layers and enable progressive learning. As you can see, the artificial intelligence is very diverse. It has a range of application in every sector. Simply, they can perform almost all the tasks that a human performs. Many organizations replace these repeated tasks from artificial intelligence, so it saves them a lot of time and also the cost. AI consistently moves to its target. It has many domains such as optical character recognition, robotics, image recognition, natural language processing, NLP, and real-time analytics tools, and various connected systems within the IoT, helping many cloud-based companies, they offer cloud-based AI services, and Statistica projects that AI will grow at an annual rate exceeding 127% through 2025. Looking into the advantages of AI, it avoids human errors and makes unbiased decisions. Unlike human, it is 24/7 available and it provides consistent service, and also it can use to perform risky tasks, for example diffusing bombs, inspecting unstable structures. Those tasks can perform by the AI or robotics. The risks include the privacy violations, most importantly job loss. Many repeated jobs are replaced with the AI, so there's an increasing trend of losing jobs for lower level workers. Also, the businesses are highly volatile, so sometimes the investment for AI can be a waste as the trends continuously change over the time. 3D printing or three-dimensional printing or additive manufacturing is a process in which a digital file is used to create a three-dimensional solid object using additive manufacturing method, which adds sequential layers until the pre-designed object is completely created. Once the design is finalized, it needs to be exported into an STL file. Slicing is basically slice up a 3D model into hundreds or thousands of layers and is done with the slicing software. Finally, layers are added to form an entity under the control of a computer until constructing a shaped three-dimensional object. Let me explain you some advantages of 3D printing. It simplifies the production process and limits the outsourcing needs, reducing many problems in the production process, because as we all know, outsourcing is out of our control, especially during the period of COVID-19. Businesses have understood that outsourcing is not a very feasible solution in terms of disruption. Also, it uses less resources and saves a lot of time in the production process. Considering the risks, it uses some harmful materials, so breathing can create problems, and it also can reduce jobs in the manufacturing industry. Internet of Things is widely used in many industries. Even in small scale businesses, IoT is used. It is basically a collective network of physical objects, which includes electronic devices, software, sensors, and network connectivity, allowing communication between devices and device and the cloud, as well as between people and things, and between things themselves. In this diagram, I have explained how the devices are connected into the Wi-Fi and how the information is being transferred throughout the system. In such a system, you have a very good control. For example, smart homes. Smart homes allow you to have great control of your energy use by automating things like adjusting temperature, turning on and off lights, opening and closing windows, and adjusting irrigation based on the weather. IoT improves the productivity for sure, and it enhances the job satisfaction as the employees have good communication among their teams. Also, it improves the customer satisfaction because the customer can access to your system and they have the real-time visibility. Also, it saves a lot of time, reduce cost, and have to make more accurate and quick decisions as we have a good transparency throughout the system. Also, there are some risks in IoT, especially with the data security and privacy concerns. Simply, cloud computing is the delivery of computing services, including the servers, storage, databases, networking, software, analytics, and intelligence over the internet, which is called the cloud. This offers faster innovation, flexible resources, and economies of scale. Here you pay only for the cloud services, and it helps you to reduce your operating cost and run your infrastructure more efficiently, and scale up or down with the changing business needs. So basically it provides a very flexible business environment. These diagrams show you how the device is connected through a cloud. Let me explain you the scenario with a short example. Assume your business has high amount of traffic during daytime and lower the amount of traffic in the evenings, or maybe the demand is volatile with the seasons. In such a scenario, if you don't have cloud, your only choice would be to purchase enough resources to address the peak demand. But now you don't need to obtain resources for idling. Instead, you can use resources virtually. Ultimately, you can address the peak demand but still without idling resources. So that is a huge advantage for businesses. Considering the advantages of cloud computing, it has high flexibility and reliability. Also, it increases the performance while reducing the IT infrastructure cost, and it provides you the chance to access data anywhere, anytime. Some of the risks when you use cloud computing are like you don't have the total control, and you must have the internet connectivity all the time. Without the internet, you really can't access anything, so that is a huge disadvantage. Also, there's high probability of data leakage or loss, and there's an issue with the privacy. So those things need to be tackled when you're using the cloud systems. Last but not least, let me discuss about the metaverse or digital twins. This is one of the latest emerging technologies. It is a dynamic virtual copy of a physical object, process or system that looks like or behaves similar to the real world counterpart. A digital twin analyzes data and replicates processes, so you can predict the possible outcomes and issues that you have to undergo in the real world in future. So that makes your life so easy because you know what are the problems coming ahead for you in future. On the diagram on your right hand side is a next generation manufacturing plant with digital twin concept in place. The digital twin process connects the entire operation by capturing data to predict the future using a simulation software for the end user. The digital twin concept leverages the implementation of these phases with the company's workforce as its most significant competitive advantage. The digital twin version of Industry 4.0 promises to make it easier for manufacturers to produce appropriate products in the marketplace. In the other diagram on your left hand side, I have explained about the hardware requirement when implementing the metaverse. To truly integrate between the virtual and the physical objects, it requires some special hardware such as virtual reality headset, augmented reality devices, and so on. However, the hardware is still has many hurdles to overcome, but many companies are doing great with software aspect in under this concept. Metaverse provides you a highly immersive user experience and communication, and it improves social media channels a lot. It basically is important to make a positive transformation in many aspects in the world. However, still there are some negative aspects as well. For example, it highly depends on the internet connection, and also there are issues with the security and privacy. The initial capital cost is very high. Therefore, every business or the small scale and medium scale businesses cannot really afford the cost, and there are potential threats on social and cultural behavior as well. In this slide, I am going to classify businesses into 4 sections. Large size company, medium size company, small size, and the startup. For the large size company, I chose Amazon, which is one of the largest online retailing businesses across the globe. It was founded in 1994 based on United States of America. It made a revenue of 469 billion USD in 2022 with the total employees of around 1.6 million. And I classified Haley's Advantage Limited, which is a Sri Lankan based logistics company, as a medium-sized business. It had a revenue of $73 million last year with the total employees of 1,656. The Canadian Iceberg Vodka is a small-scale company which is founded in 1995 based on Toronto, Canada, and the company made a revenue of 5.5 million USD with a total of 50 employees. So you can see it's a small-scale business. And the Ada Support is a software development company founded in 2016 by Mike and David. They are the co-founders, and last year it made a revenue of 88.6 million USD with a total employees of 221. For a large-scale company like Amazon can afford any digital transformation technology. Usually the businesses are very competitive, so adapting to a new technology might bring a good competitive advantage. For example, they can reduce human involvement and extend their services 24/7 by adapting to AI systems. Of course, IoT, Internet of Things, and cloud computing are commonly used in a large-scale business like Amazon. But the digital twin can be a new technology for Amazon, which can bring them multiple advantages. Especially, it predicts the future, so the Amazon can make more accurate decisions, and it helps them to maintain their market position and stand up against their competitors. In a medium-scale company like Haley's Advantage Limited, they can use AI, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and cloud computing for their day-to-day business operations. This reduces their human engagement in business operations, and but there are some limitations in capital and technology, so they need to ensure that they are investing in the right technology based on their context. For small size companies such as Canadian Iceberg Vodka can use cloud computing and IoT for their day-to-day business operations. Cloud computing helps them to reduce the initial capital cost, as they can use virtual resources based on their demand volatility. So it is very suitable for small scale businesses because the initial capital investment is very low when you adapt to the cloud computing systems. Startups like Ada Supports can also use IoT and cloud computing to make their businesses succeed. So you can see every technology is not suitable for every business. Since it's a big investment, the companies need to analyze and evaluate the business situations properly before adapting to any new technology. In conclusion, as we all know, ICT has become a crucial part in all our lives, and it strives fulfilling changing demands in businesses. They are increasingly adapting to the ICT, showing an exponential growth over the time. ICT improves the productivity and efficiency in business operations, especially in the period of COVID-19. Businesses rapidly use ICT to face the disruption. As a result, businesses realize the physical presence and the requirement for office spacing is not mandatory as before, because the improvement in the technology is very high. All in all, ICT has become a part of human life and businesses which we all cannot survive without. These are the references that I use. Thank you so much everyone for your active presence. This is the end of our presentation. If you have any questions, please post them below. Thank you so much.